Hello guys, and welcome back to my video. So in this video, we're going to be implementing rate limiting to our job board search API, right? So rate limiting is a process whereby we limit the number of requests to a server, right? So we do this in order to prevent direct denial of service attacks or brute force attacks, right? So for example, you have tried to log in maybe in an application and then you put like incorrect credentials, and then like after 3 attempts maybe they would tell you that try again maybe in an hour. That's rate limiting, right? So we do that in order to prevent like abuse of our API, right? So to use rate limiting, in this case, in this video, we are going to be using Express rate limit, right? So to install Express, we'll just say npm I and then Express rate limit and then save. Okay, now that we are done, let's go inside our middleware, right? So inside our middleware, let's create a file called rate-limiting.js, right? And then the first thing that we need first is we need to import Express, right? And then after this, what we need also, we need to import rate limit, right? Express rate limit. Right. So now we'll create the overall up limiter, right? That will be limiting the number of requests to our general endpoints, right? So rate limit, and then we need a window, right? We need a window ms, which is going to be 1 hour, right? And then like the maximum number of attempts, let's say maybe if a user sends something like 300 requests, right, in a span of like 1 hour, right? And then if they try to send more than 300 requests in a span of 1 hour, we'll just tell them like too many requests, please try again later, right? And then we also have the login. We also have the login limiter, right? Login limiter. This one, it will have like the window, the maximum number of attempts will be few as compared to the overall up limit, right? So in this case, the window is going to be 15 minutes. The window is going to be, let's also say after an hour, right? So what basically means is that if after an hour, and then the maximum number of attempts, let's say login attempts is 5. So that means if you put an incorrect credential and then incorrect credentials 5 times, right, we'll just tell you like too many login attempts, please try again later, right? So as you can see, the maximum number of attempts for the login limiter is short as compared to the overall for the other general APIs, because we want to prevent brute force attacks, right? We want to prevent brute force attacks, right? So now that we are done, now what we simply need to do is we simply need to import, to export, right? Sorry. We simply need to export our API limiter and also the login limiter, right? Like this, right? So now what we simply need to do is let's go inside our let's go inside our route folder, routes, and then user auth routes right here. So we want the login limit, and then also login limit. Let's do it also for company auth route, right? Login limit, and then login limit, right? You can then implement other the app limiter to other endpoints, right? You can simply do that you can simply implement to the rest of the API, right? That's like a small task for you to do. So now let's just start our server by running npm start, right? So now that our server is started, I'm just going to pull out Postman. I'm just going to pull out Postman, and then let's test our API if our rate limiting function is working, right? So I'll simply go to job board and then login user here, and then as you can see, let's try again. You can see now, because we're inputting incorrect credentials, you can see we're getting a status code 421, too many requests. You can see too many requests, please try again later. So that means we can only try again after like an hour, right? So that was it, guys, on rate limiting. So I hope this video helped you understand how to implement rate limiting and how to protect your APIs from abuse such as direct denial of attack services and also brute force attacks, right? Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.